2 bottles of salad cream, and then there's the cooking oil, and then up north for the egg noodles.
Oh, no, they're still in the back.
Oh, really?
Look, is anybody going to serve me? I'm getting my head on in 15 minutes.
Oh, I'm sorry, Betty. It's 5 Nicky Plattons.
Right. There we are. Now then.
Phyllis, you don't know where my jeans are, do you?
Aye, it's a poor bloke who doesn't remember where he left his pants. Here.
Cheers, darling.
'Cause you never slept in that bed, did you? I'm warning you. You picked on the wrong one with Jim MacDonald.
Never laid a finger on him, darling.
Right, Rosie, the sooner you stop wriggling, the sooner we can get out, all right? Kev, pass us that shoe, please. Be a good girl. Put these shoes on, we can go out.
No, Nicky, I'm not lending you any more money. Money meant that much to you, you should keep your job at the shop.
Brendan Scott's a nutter.
Well, I shouldn't think his opinion of you's very high at the moment.
Martin reckons he's a nutter and all.
Well, we've all had to work with nutters one time or another, including Martin. You either talk 'em round or you get on with it. That is, if you want the money. Please.
Hey, for years, I thought my sister were gifted. If she got stuck with crosswords, she'd say, oh, I don't remember the answer. But the fairies will come tonight and whisper it to me. What I didn't know was they put solution in paper next day.
Yes, thanks for the tea, girl. Cheers for the advice, Phyllis.
See you, Jim.
Cheers. Give us a strong coffee, please, girl. You right, gorgeous?
I want to talk to you.
Did you manage to eat any of this? Look at it, Rosie. Half of it's down your front.
Sally, please.
Look. Let's just forget anything that was said, all right? You feel silly and I feel silly and... Let's just forget anything that was said.
Do you think I was drunk?
I'm taking Rosie down to the lake. Do you want me to take Jonathan?
I meant what I said.
Will you stop it?
Oh, God. What time is it?
We're going out. Do you want to come, Jonathan?
Where?
Just out. Come on.
Right.
Oh, Mr. Scott. There are dozens of kids hanging around who'd give the right arm for the job of delivery boy.
Yes, and most of them go to school with Nicky Platt.
So?
More of that ilk I don't need.
But what do I do if I'm trying to serve and a delivery comes?
Use your resources. Dear God, it's like the village of the damned.
Hi, Emily. Bonjour.
You know, no one round here is even halfway normal.
I don't have to remind you that I'm only standing in for Deirdre. If you're trying to provoke me to walk out of this shop and never come back, you're going the right way about it, Mr. Scott.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Bishop. I'm so... Of course you're appreciated, of course. It's just that... Well, you see, years ago, just after I'd started work at Better Buyers, I found myself faced with a whole warehouse full of men threatening strike action. We'd adjusted the time allotted for them to do their job, and they were trying to argue it couldn't be done in the time. So, what I did was to go round and carry out each individual job, performing the task within a minute of the time allotted, and I did so without any previous practice or experience in the task.
And resolve the strike.
Well, no, the strike went on for some considerable time, but it did so with every man in that warehouse knowing full well that Brendan Scott was not a man to tolerate blackmail or gibberish.
All due respect, but Nicky's a schoolboy.
Yes, but he has provoked a principle, Mrs. Bishop. Oh, no. I intend to carry out these deliveries myself and prove beyond any shadow of doubt that it's a simple task and that the boy should have been grateful for the job, as should the next man.
Lang, where's he off?
He's only going up Rosamond Street.
Oh, cop a load of that.
He used to be our area manager. And what was it you wanted?
Oh, aye.
Hiya. I'm nipping down the shops if you want anything.
Yeah. I'll scrounge your lift off you. Better go and try and find Sally before she decides to divorce me.
Well, we need some milk, so... well, I'll tell you what, you stick the kettle on, I'll only be a couple of minutes, then I'll come down to the lake with you and I'll take Jonathan out from under your feet, yeah?
OK.
Yes, Dad.
Oh, I'll have a pint and a half of lager, please, Betty, and a couple of cheese sandwiches.
Pickle?
One with and one without.
You're not buying Phyllis's lunch again, are you?
Oh, it's a little scam, you see. She starts cleaning later and later till she knows I'll be in here.
You want to tell her. It's costing you, you know.
Oh, get me money's worth, Betty. I just smear the microwave with bacon fat when she starts cleaning.
I don't see your brother about.
No, he's busy.
Oh.
Oh, hey. Are you going down Coronation Street?
Well, I'm just going to have my lunch, but, yeah, all right. 15 minutes, eh?
Oh, I know it sounds bone idle, but my feet are killing.
Are you not working?
Pensioners' bargain day. You know you're struggling when they come in and ask for a Farrah Fawcett Majors with a blue rinse. Fiona normally doesn't for it.
Special girl, please, love.
Well, there may be a very good offer. I'd be mad not to snatch the hand off.
Well, you would, Alf. It's not the climate to be stubborn, is it?
It certainly is not. Oh, watch out when your mum comes in, though. She's getting a bit jittery, is Audrey.
What about?
Well, nerves, you know. I mean, it's excitement, really. It's a big step, you know.
Well, it is, Alf, isn't it? And I mean, you want to be absolutely sure, don't you?
Yeah, well, I am. It's a grand place, is Lytham. Won't be long now, neither. Anyway, thanks for the tea, love. If you see her, tell her I'm looking for her. All right?
I will do.
Ta-ra. See ya.
Oh, thanks a bunch for keeping him talking. I'm a wreck in there and you let him witter on. And you see, no thought for anybody else. Me.
Look, if it's upsetting you that much, Mum, you're going to have to talk to him about it.
Gail, I have tried. It's in tablets of stone for him. All he's seeing is golf course and basket weaving 12 hours a day. With that couple that keep referring to us as seniors, I mean, he's in his element. All I'm seeing is Alf 12 hours a day. Do you know, that really frightens me.
Oh, don't be daft. He's your husband.
Well, it doesn't mean I know what to talk to him about.
He's never bothered you before. You used to work together in the shop.
Yes. We could chunter on about the price of fish, but we never had to get down to basics, did we?
What basics?
Oh, you know. I've had to keep it going for that long. But you know, what I'm really dreading is him sitting me down and giving me his life story. Because they do that, you know, when they're retired. They start trampling back like they're winding down, and believe me, it's so boring. Do you know, I feel like I'm catching a tram to the cemetery. I mean, how old am I? Well, there's a shop in Lytham where you can book your own funeral.
Well, there's a couple in Weatherfield and all. It's quite common.
Yes, well, it may be common, but I'm not. I mean, I wanted out, but not that far out.
It's your fault. You started it.
Oh, go on, take it.
Well, I'm only just saying.
You were just stating the obvious. Thank you.
Raquel.
Maman, s'il vous plaît.
So he definitely slept there again last night, then?
Well, I didn't get a statement. But what do you think?
Well, I think he's overstepped the mark.
I thought you'd warned him.
Well, I have.
When I had a go at him this morning.
Why? What did he say?
Well, obviously, it's none of my business. And you said he'd mended his ways.
Yeah, well, that's what bothers me. He's mended them as far as the flowers are concerned. It's just not choosy who he gives them to, that's all.
Sir Baldwin comes in and says, how many T-shirts have you ordered for the cricket club? Well, 2 grocer says. Well, they only wanted 1, he says. Oh, I says.
Well, I'll tell you what, Steve, if he catches you, he'll have your knuckles off, so he will.
So how can you get them for half the wholesale price?
Well, you see, they say sale or return, but you soil the top 6 and call them soiled. Straight into the Steve MacDonald Clubbing Fund.
See, it's a different world, innit? I bet you about a £600 grant having to last me a term. And he moans when he's down to his last grand.
Yeah, well, who's the mug?
If you're as bright as I think you are, lovey, you'll not break his heart by telling him that.
Yeah, well, if you ever get bored with him grovelling off the steak, chase a bit of alternative, eh? Sorry.
Would that be all right with you, Mummy?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Sally, listen. I wasn't drunk, and I don't feel silly. Embarrassed, yeah, but, well, that was always inevitable. Look, just put yourself in my position for 1 second. I know that I love you, because I've spent the past few months trying to prove that I'm not mistaken. Every day I drop him off, I look at you and I wish I didn't have to get in the car. I've spent a lousy couple of days with you and the kids, and I haven't pushed it. I've suffocated with it for bloody months, so I do know, actually. I do love you.
When did you plan all this? This cottage? Getting us up here? Telling me I'm married to a waste of time?
I didn't plan that. Well, yes, I did. I just wanted to spend some time with you.
So you got Kevin ratted so you could?
No, Kevin got ratted because that's what he thinks blokes do. Kevin Webster, the mechanic provider, small-time crook.
What do you mean, crook?
He bought his own drinks, mostly.
Come on, what do you mean, crook?
Look, I know why you did it. I know why you married him. You got stuck in that Weatherfield whirlpool, that, you know, grow up, get married, have kids, Weatherfield. It never looks beyond the M62. I just don't think you're happy.
Well, that's where you're wrong, Joe. I didn't get trapped. I picked that life because that's what I wanted. Kevin is what I wanted.
Yes, because you've never known any different, any better.
Go on, then. Go on. And this is better. Doing this to me. This is a terrible thing to do to me.
She wants to show this to her dad. Show your daddy what you found.
It's down there, Mr. Hanson on Bessie Street.
Right. If I leave my key for the carpenter, would you let him into the flat?
Oh, you're not having a patio built?
No, actually, I'm having the bathroom window replaced. At my own cost, Brendan. I cracked it trying to prise off several layers of paint. Mr. Sawyer's the name, 22230.
Sawyer,
right. Nice dash, and thank you.
Are you sure you want to be going back out on that bike again?
I know I must appear to be bloody-minded, Mrs. Bishop, but... Well, actually, I do really care, you know. I've invested the whole of my redundancy money in this shop, and I promised people an improved service, you see. And it's important to me that I live up to my word, Mrs. Bishop.
Well, at least have a sandwich before you venture out again.
Well, yes, I'd appreciate that.
Why can't you think before you open your big mouth?
It just slipped out.
Well, so should you.
But according to you, you and Liz were happy before you got the Queen's.
Yeah, not delirious. So, I mean, Liz and I have been through some tough times. I thought we'd come through it, you know.
So you wish the pub had never come up?
Yeah, it's about a lot more than a pub, love.
I know, it's about independence. Well, Liz wanting it anyway. That threatens a lot of blokes, you know. Well, what I mean is, and save them on dangerous ground, but
But sometimes when a bust-up happens, well, you start pretending things were a lot more solid than they were. Sometimes. I've said too much, haven't I?
No, robots don't come into it, you cheeky devil. It's a nice place.
Yeah, I know it's a nice place. I'm not talking about Lytham. I'm talking about a certain type of people living their lives to 5-minute timetables. 1 o'clock golf, 6 o'clock drinks, 10 o'clock bed. I mean, that's what school kids do.
Yeah, well, you have it to do when you've got spare time, you know. Otherwise, you're frittered away.
Yeah, well, I'd sooner let life chuck a few surprises at me.
You're just jealous because I've retired.
What? Give up. I'm going to work till I drop.
You're jealous.
What? Let them say that.
So, we bought you a meal?
No, I cooked. Just a little thank you for the French.
What French?
Well, Ken's been teaching me phrases. It's been very good to me, actually.
So how come you ended up back at the flat?
How many more times? I cooked for him round the flat.
Yeah, well, call me old-fashioned, but less than a century ago I could have had him shot in the back for that.
Excuse me, but who do you think you're making insinuations about? This is worse than being in Weatherfield, Nick. The only reason I'm learning French at all is to stop me from looking a divvy on holiday with you and your mates.
Yeah, well, I'd rather you didn't.
Oh, so you don't mind me looking a divvy?
Yes.
Oh.
No.
Charming, that's fine. Well, nobody's asking you where you were last night.
I was out looking for you.
Well, you needn't have bothered. I was having a perfectly nice evening with someone who don't treat me like an ornament. And for your information, the meal was conducted in French.
Oh, yeah, I bet it was. And how old is he?
55. Yes, and whilst you're trying to figure that one out, you can tell your poncy mates to bug off. In English.
Where's Joe? Do you know?
Why should I?
Well, he nipped out over an hour ago for a pint of milk. He said he'll bring me down the lake so I could... Look, I'm sorry I got rat leg yesterday.
Yeah, so am I.
Look, it's not worth dragging it out, is it? I've apologised and I'll try and make it up to you. Come on. It's not worth ruining the holiday, is it?
I want to go back to Weatherfield.
You what?
This is no holiday for me. I had the kids all day yesterday. I've had the kids so far today.
Look, if you two hadn't taken both cars, I could have come with you.
I just don't like it here, Kev. I want to go home.
And where the hell did you get to, eh? And where's the milk?
Look, I'm sorry. This is all my fault.
What is? What are you talking about?
Look. I shouldn't have taken you drinking yesterday.
You didn't?
Yeah, well, I shouldn't have encouraged you.
Yeah, I should have known when to stop. Looks like I've blown it now. It's his packing to go home.
Oh, God.
Oh, it's all right. My fault. My problem. Keep an eye on the kids for us, will you?
All right, do you want one?
Yeah, good luck.
Actually, me and Amy are going out for a meal tonight. Just wonder whether you want to come with us.
No, I've got lots to do, son. I've got some invoices and stuff I have to look at.
It doesn't sound like much competition. We won't be out long.
You'd be out a hell of a lot longer if you're without me, wouldn't you?
Oh, give over. You sound like a geriatric gooseberry.
You sure?
You get the first shower.
She's a nice girl.
Yeah? Because she wondered whether she put her foot in it or not.
I don't know. Maybe she put her finger right on it. Anyway, she's a nice girl. So see you go and look after her now, won't you? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll see you do.
Oi! Just topping up the tan. Did you grab some rays yourself, son? You're looking a bit piggy. Oh, yeah, it's down to you, that. You'll have me turn grey before long. Look, well, you're not helping things, are you? I've got to still live here, you know. I mean, Jim's a pal, Liz is a pal. Chance of they got to patching things up with you in the way.
Who says she wants to patch it up? Jim?
Oh, come on, you know what I mean. They're barely split up and you're in there. She hasn't even had time to think about it properly.
Yeah, well, I think that's her decision, don't you?
You know what? You've always been the same, you. Every situation you get into, you're never a part of it. What, me? You're like a big kid.
Oh, well, look who's talking, eh? But we're not allowed to pass comment on what Desi does, are we?
You what?
All right. You married that Steph who no one could stand the bleeding sight of. Made an absolute fool of you. Did I go on about it? You pinched another bloke's wife in Bairn while he was still in the nick. Oh, I'm doing it because I love her, Col. Fine, I says. But watch your back, son. Not what you're playing at like some bleeding saint who pulls his morals out the bag when it suits him.
Yeah, well, I did love her.
Oh, I believe you, son. Didn't stop it being a mess, though, did it? You know, you talk about bringing it onto your doorstep. You are living opposite the folks of your dead bird's ex. Well, it stinks, mate. It stinks more than any mess I'd ever get myself into. Now, I'm the baby brother and I'm supposed to give you grief. But I've always kept the lectures to myself.
Yeah, well, thanks for that favour, Colin. I think it's time you disappeared, don't you?
Oh, come on, Raquel. You go a long way, you know, to find a lad as nice as Gordon.
There's thousands of them, Betty, and all they want is a poodle on their arm to make them look good.
Well, I mean, I've known worse crimes than that. I mean, at least he fancied you.
He fancied owning me, that's what he fancied.
Look, how would you like to find out that Gordon had cooked a meal for a girl?
Well, I'd have chucked him.
So?
He's not learning French, I am. And Ken Barlow's not like that.
Let Gordon know.
Well, he didn't ask, he just assumed. He said they all assume. At least I don't think Ken's like that. Potato.
For him. Oh, I've given up on you.
Gail's been waiting to see you about Nicky.
Yeah, look, I've not come shouting. It's just Nicky reckons you underpaid him for yesterday. Now, it might be wrong, and I'll take your word for it, but I said I'd ask. 90p.
Give her £1.
No, only if you think it's fair, Brendan. I mean, I'm on your side. I don't want him paid if you don't think he's earned it.
Evening. Did my carpenter get here?
Well, no, he...
Oh, for heaven's sake, that's twice now. I don't believe it.
Well, actually, he did turn up.
Well, so why didn't you let him in?
You took the key with you.
Brendan? I mean, I wouldn't care, but I'm offering to pay for the damn thing so you wouldn't drag it out. I mean, could I have my key, please?
Bring an ambulance.
Brendan?
Ken, get Martin. Ambulance. Someone's collapsed.
I think it's a heart attack.
I think it's a heart attack. 15 Coronation Street, Weatherfield. Can you come quick, please?
I'll go home. If we do, I'll take you to the water park, go swimming. That'll be a laugh, won't it, eh?
Yeah, but I like it here.
Sally? Kevin doesn't believe you want to go home just because he got plastered.
So?
So what are you going to tell him?
I haven't decided yet.
Oh, look, Sally, this is ridiculous. You can't leave. What about the kids?
That's another thing. You're just going to have to find somebody else to look after Jonathan.
Come on, Sally, don't take it out on him.
Look, you've really shocked me. And I don't want to talk to you.
All right, all right. Look, I'll get somebody else to drop him off to pick him up, but please don't do that. I mean, he's just got used to coming to you. You need the money.
Oh, what, you're a charity now, are you? Don't need the money that much.
All right, I'll clear off. I'll go tonight, but finish the holiday. Look, I'm sorry that I upset you. But I had to say it.
You got a towel, Sal?
Kevin, here you go.
Oh, thanks. Yes. She's still sulking?
No, I don't think so. Listen, I've got to go tonight. They want me at work tomorrow.
Well, I thought you booked your holidays.
So did I. But it sounds like Sally's decided to stay.
Oh, great. Well done, mate. Come again next time we have a row.
Yeah. Right, I'll get my things together.
Yeah.
I'll see you.
Yeah, see you now. Hey, you hear that? I think we might be staying. Yay! Hey, I'll make it up to you, I promise. OK?
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Oh, could you clear?
Right.
Hey, Martin Platt, I'm a trainee nurse. We've been struggling with him for 10 minutes. We've not had a peep.
Still CPR?
Yeah.
Yeah, stand back. Stand back. Where have you been all day, anyway?
Busy.
You never told me you were busy.
Well, you never said you weren't.
What's that supposed to mean?
I thought you were off down to the solicitors to sign for your precious offer.
I couldn't go without you, could I, to cancel the appointment? I don't know what he's going to do.
Hey, is it street an ambulance? Oh, no. Yeah. Oh, no. Come and have a look. It's outside at corner shop, Mum. Oh, out here, lad. Oh, no. Oh, look.
Brandon.
Oh,
What is it, love?
It's Brendan. He's died.